Here, um, it's supposed to be an 8 channel right here. It's supposed to be an 8 channel right here. They won't give me that channel because I named that channel. What I named that channel, it was off of something called, it was off of Scandal. And if y'all know what Scandal was, it was about power brokers, scandals, hits, everything. How everything works for how it works in you know in DC, like power brokers. And I remember that some time ago, I really hated how they portrayed Olivia Pope, but Olivia Pope, like we just gonna go off of that. Olivia Pope, but her real name in life and what she, the actress that she really was, she actually spoke different languages. Olivia Pope. I remember I used to go on certain channels and people would ask questions about that, and I used to give my, you know, I used to be harsh on that. I used to be harsh on Chandra Rhimes and her portrayal of black women throughout the series that she's, you know, you know, Chandra, what's her name? Chandra Rhimes or whatever. Is it Chandra Rhimes? SR? Chandra Rhimes, yo, she's with 50, yo, she was with all of them shows. She was with Chandra Rhimes is with all of the 50 joints. Chandra Rhimes was with Grey's Anatomy. She's Chandra Rhimes was with, I'm telling you, she was with all of these the shows that I named. I know how to spell her name as it goes through. So Scorpio problems coming in. Yeah. And shout out to Scorpio problems coming in. I haven't seen a picture of Chandra Rhimes in a long time, but I tell you from just me personally, I watched 24. I watched, um, I can't even remember the joint now because you gotta, everything starts streaming now. But I know that the my favorite show is 24, and it had the young, not Donald Sutherland, but Keith Sutherland. And he was a little short. He was, and I was surprised to find out that he was really short, and he had. That's why he always had the boots on. But in different angles, you thought this motherfucker was, yeah. He used to kick people ass in 24. But 24, if they did that hour by hour by hour, because it always says you were, that show had 8 seasons. That's 24. And I'm just saying, 24 on point. Another phone. I apologize to say that I'm human. I'm nothing but a human person. And the people that I deal with, I believe that they human people. I don't know nothing about no fucking lizards or no shit like that. No, that people that they say a third of the angels fell out of heaven, and yeah, they right right here operating on earth, and the motherfucker was Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. I don't be really don't want my shit on there. The only reason that can make me come out is for my kids. So I had to start putting it together like Justice for MO3. How long ago that was, and Justice for MO3 was supposed to start or started the day he died and how he died. But there was 2019, there was 2018, but I was realizing like, yo, shit's happened right in line with sports. That's like certain sports that's happening at that time. And then shit line up with, yeah, fucking movies like Batman. I mean, literally like Batman. So Batman, wasn't he like a fucking vigilante or some shit like that? And in that movie, he wore all black, and you had all types of different Batmans. Then you had on the other side, you had Joker, if you want to really get deep into it, at the end of the day, the thing that they was fighting was the asylum. Like, don't try to make me seem like I didn't fucking see what I just saw. I saw that. And I started noticing when covering the MO3 case and stopping it at stopping. When I say stopping, I mean really I just kept looking at Planet of the Fakes. And Planet of the Fakes, when you look at Planet of the Fakes and you start researching it, it comes up smaller and smaller. Like somebody has control over it or something like that. But Planet of the Fakes was covering two cases. One was Kanika Jenkins, and the other one was MO3. Kanika Jenkins was out of Chicago. MO3 was out of McKinney, not uh, Dallas. And then we had Young Dolph, then we had PNB Rock. You got all these people and their names, how they coming through. So right, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm like I don't try to put myself above no one, but people may know more stuff than I do. So, but I don't know about, I don't speak on what I know about, and I will show you the documents, but I just understand things differently because the way I was brought up, how shit affected me, how shit is affecting me now, and just noticing like certain dates and who people are, and it really goes to, so who the fuck is the people? And listen, yo, let's just, I'm gonna put it like this: P Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever the fuck you want to call, whatever he changed his name to and everything. All right, this man, his name Sean Carter. I told y'all, look in the mirror, that should be CS, and that stands for confidential source. I don't know, you know, the fuck he getting ready, who he getting ready to tell on, and I don't know none of that shit. You got Gail King, you got all of these people, like right before they get booked, yeah, they go on some nationwide fucking channel and all of that. When you think about When I say who sent you, nigga, yeah, if you call me on the fucking phone, however you trying to approach me, and you a dude, yeah, who sent you? Who sent you, nigga? You the popo? You like the reach around type John, and what you getting ready to feel right there. So I know that on this channel, I I was attacking a lot of shit, but at every time or at certain times, some people would just send me certain things, and I was, you know, I don't know who you are, and they were trying to tell me who they were, but I didn't believe it. I just took down coordinates where they say they were at, and how they just certain times they'll let me know that yo, they watching me, they seeing me. They said certain things in text messages. That's through mostly IG. Because listen, to have my actual number, my actual phone number, that meant that you were trying to corner me. Man on here to destroy the AZ King. I'm hold up. Hold up. AZ King, man. I'm on here trying to destroy this sector. No, so let me say something. One by one, we're gonna get them. I don't know who AZ King is. I don't. I, like, listen, it's only as of late where people have made me known, or I think that they trying to make known to who they was. And I know, like, people that's right fucking around me, where they might say something and, like, people are passing down certain things and other people are catch, catching on. Like, it's easy to corner people, and then bam, when you corner them, you place them in a certain predicament they call a rock and a hard place. So I just look at myself and and I call myself. I said I keep saying like, yo, I'm a corner, but I'm flesh and blood. But there's other criminals, but they hide behind like different like corporations or whatever. correctly, they correctly had themselves, and legally had themselves in it. But, you know, in the eyes of the law, they are protected because of certain structures, business structures. So the day the 24th, see, I'm just gonna tell you, like, y'all know what a stallion is? How many of you know what a stallion is? I'm sure we all some shit where I want y'all to look. This shit say drill time TV. Let me see if y'all see it. This says drill time TV. And at this point, we're only 22 minutes in. So, um, I don't know who's looking. Share the live. Share this live right now because I'm going to show y'all some shit. Because people talk in different ways. Let me see. Can y'all see? All right, you can see what I'm seeing right here on this channel. And Drill Time TV, this shit started, it said join November 21st of 2021. Drill Time TV. Scorpio Problem says, I seen his video on Rack. Okay, yeah, I know. Watch this. Will you see come right up? And when I saw this, I said, Surviving Ratchet TV, the video he don't want you to see. This was one day ago.
You want to talk about?
Now, shout out to Illuminate Enlightened Minority. Um, I don't know what that is. See, I don't really be knowing. I don't really be knowing people. But I'm just saying shit that uh, this is just me putting shit together. I don't know nothing. I don't know shit. I'm gonna give it a like. It got 20K views. So this says surviving ratchet TV. It says picked up by the state of Texas. The latest victim comes forward with paperwork and shocking evidence and finally gets to the world her story. Find out why the world is comparing him to Diddy. Show fire, show look, show Sapphire some love, right? Then it says look, hashtag Ratchet TV, and then Ratchet TV gang. But I'm just looking at the photo and it say I know Dominant AD, and then the Tower of Light. So from the beginning, I already knew this was this. The people have been involved in trying to do something and something only on this channel I showed anything that was different. And when you become different, you are weird, you are everything. And I kept telling, and I told y'all. I didn't hit that woman, not in the phone, Sapphire. And there was a message sent to me, or I sent one to her. I don't know. But I just knew somebody else was behind the message calling. It seemed like somebody was trying to test my loyalty or see how far I would go, what I'm going to put on the internet. When this woman told me what happened to her, I was only willing to go so far unless she said, yeah, you can do it. And I had the documentation. That's why I'm called We Are the Receipts. And when I say we are the receipts, I mean, I take it seriously about the documentation that I'm showing and certain things that I say. When I tell you about this Justin Johnson in Indiana, and I'm telling you all the shit I point out, these people had to be on me since I was on Rat, Rat, Rat TV. On Rat TV, and remember, I would not let up on it, but the stuff that came in about Rat TV, that shit was sent to me. It was sent. It was sent from an address. I know that address. I ran the name and what it came back to. It came back to some satanic shit. I ain't give a fuck, and that's what I'm saying. I'll die for my mind and for mine. That's what a apostrophe The apostrophe S, meaning I'll die for minds, people's minds, and I'll die for mine, what belongs to me. With the apostrophe S, so I die for both. I'm not Christ. I ain't nobody. The receipts just are receipts. If you go to the IRS, you got to get them. If they get audited, you got to get receipts. You need receipts. So I suspected all the time that people are going to come looking for receipts. But I told y'all, there's only like you either going to do right or you either going to do what's wrong. It's not no in the middle. And I say this because this woman who in January of like 20 something, 20 something, 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 was asking me questions and she was giving me certain uh, information that I didn't ask her for the information. I truly was I never was trying to come on to her or anything. So y'all know for a fact that in March of whatever fucking year, I told you March the 5th, I wasn't fucking with Ratchet TV. I started playing a fucking part because I ain't know what the fuck was going on. Shout out to K Marie. The only person that I can say on this internet that was able to capture something that I played over and over and over again, and she knew just how to, show it, to take out the bad things that was being said by a certain person and showing the evil things that that person was showing. The thing, she's an ugly creature. She either knows one way or the other. I'm gonna check on her, and it may she knows still, I'd be scrambling on how to contact her or whatever. But she let me know who she was from the beginning. And I didn't realize till later on why she was saying, you know, where I got upset. And I got upset because somebody kept trying to get that shit like they was trying to cause confusion right here in this joint right here in this chat. Now I don't know what type of skills K Marie she's like a daughter to me or a sister. But there's a way and things, you know, they're handled. And one time it took me to hurt her feelings and for her to say one thing. And from that point forward, I knew I was wrong and I knew what I could talk to her about. And I only talked to her. And I still, I never, man, you know me, K Marie, but other than on this internet, I ain't never been to K Marie crib. I don't know who's K Marie. But this Skeletor, that shit look like this ain't that a Skeletor. That's insane. And it look like some alien shit, I don't know. But only she knew. Shout out to Auto. Only came with knew certain things. And kind of was like, she ran this chat. So this was my barometer right here. if somebody came in and they say anything, however that shit came up, I don't know how. I don't know every way because I didn't follow her around, nothing or anything. She go wherever the fuck she want to. But if I saw her, she know I always acknowledge her, or she always acknowledge me. And y'all came over in this chat. You'll be back and all of that to try to make me bring doubt. Fine. One wrench. The one thing that she, the one thing that she caught was some type of plot. She said if anything happened to me, she was contacting um, 12. Oh, nothing happened. Although it's just that I didn't get to South Carolina yet because what happened in South Carolina, I had to actually, I'm gonna have to keep going over everything and all of the pictures that I have, and then there's a certain indictment that came down, and I'm just saying, like, yo, I'm just looking at how fast people are getting indicted, and they only making like one fucking song, and they literally telling on themselves, right? Sitting there, they just make one song, like one hit wonders, and then I keep telling y'all, if y'all notice me, people ask me to come on their channel now. I'm not going on nobody's fucking channel. All these recording devices, and look on the side of right here. Look. And all I do is I just be talking about MO3, justice for MO3. And then I had to notice exactly when I asked for justice for MO3 or say justice for MO3, I said, I don't give a fuck if it's on the street or however. That's the new trend. Just tell on yourself. And look, yeah, say what you did, and you ain't gotta worry about having no co-defendants or nothing. I did this, and that's it. I don't know who who is the bull, who the chick. I don't know, but you see, this bitch right here, this dude right here, made me, and I don't know why. Let me see. I want y'all to give me a second because I want y'all to see when I came on to. went to this joint, and all the people that I had to go through. Now, it's only letting me go to right here. So I'm gonna share. I'm getting ready to share my screen with y'all. Right here. This nigga was covering some other stuff. So all I did was put up and I said same energy. From this case, I'll see this screen. Look, that's all I ever asked for. Now, this I sent. I want you to see. Look, this is from 2 years ago. I want you to look. I ain't trying to show everybody names, but I've been. And I'm trying to. I only want to go to show what people. I don't want to show everybody right there. And that's what I want to show you. On the one pointed this nigga out that on his channel, yo niggas had to be. You really had to be connected with the popo, but I found out later. 2/15/20. I told him then in 2022. Yo, I went back to your old videos on KJ in Chicago, but you talking about things I believe you're stating them. Why am I strange when I'm saying it now? Like people wearing silicone masks and predictive programming. I knew I was following the right channel. Bro, I ain't no sheep. I've been woke. You know how much I beat myself over that clubhouse when young boy was really hurt about Adolf. So what I'm trying to show you is, man, this nigga behind the scenes was going through it because when you covering these people's deaths, some people are personally connected to those deaths. Personally. People are telling us, yo, this happened on that day and that, and ooh, ah, ah. And unless you experience that death personally, I couldn't understand. And but I did understand later why the man was so connected to the death because he either looked up to that man, he had some type of you know connection to that man, and I know that's how I feel about MO3, and I never met him, but it's a connection. And when I say connection, I'm listening to his rap and what he's saying and how he's trying to say it. I feel the same fucking way. I feel that same fucking way. He just chose another route to go that I didn't. I didn't chose. But I know this bitch like this nigga right here, how he'll play it to hide his own shit. Like most people, they hide their shit. On 2/18/2022, I'm letting this nigga know that I'm alright. So he telling me he getting ready to change the direction of his channel, and I'm letting this nigga know, okay, alright, I'm trying to, I'm trying to invest. My company, we trying to invest, and I named every fucking account, which it be my mistake, but I never gave him those account numbers. He had to send other people to get those account numbers. So 2022, he says he's gonna be there. Okay, got you, bro. Let me make this big so y'all can see that in Asheville, North Carolina, this is where I told y'all we were at in Asheville, North Carolina. But I had already made the reservations. To I was closer to combat. I wanted that wreck. Look, Asheville in the mountains. This is him with the white people, or Charlotte, Charlotte. I mean, I don't care. I don't whatever DK. Why it type twice? I got people in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I did. And I spoke to them as I was driving in, and I'm letting them know about this joker right here. Look what he says right here. Let me see. How can I make this bigger? Because now that I'm looking at this shit, I don't know if these were shots. I'm a drive as well. I gotta bring my big toys with me. And I'm saying I ain't stupid. You laugh, but I ain't stupid. But I, the first thing you think about if you going somewhere into a hostile environment, nigga, I don't think you bringing no toys that to play with. I think you bringing toys to yeah, get, you trying to get active because that's the only reason I'm going down there. And plus, I'm going down there and pick up my niece, and he's saying this is an environment that's like war, and then he showed his demonic shit. Then he say right here, I'm flying with my straps. Long as you follow rules and keep it in a lockbox. This is me and this boy talking all the way through, going, I know one thing. If you notice, I said, even then, I'm fully mindful of, and that's the DJ. See, I was saying something at this point, so I'm telling this nigga, don't play that part. And I'm telling him exactly when to check it because it had somebody else's voice on there that was from UK. And he played that voice on there anyway. Now, I'm showing you these because I want to show you all the time that I'm realizing when these people got in touch with me. This is all on 12/20/2023. And I mentioned Dr. Stanchi, the copyright case. I'm going to show you how on point I am. So when people coming over here, I want you to look at the date. And look what I said on 9/16/2023. 12/5. Says what problem? And then I show this. So when I say I know when I'm being threatened, I know when the fuck I'm being threatened or when I'm being pressed. But I know then it's time for me to check the people around me. See, the shit was supposed to stay on the internet. But when the shit got off the internet and certain people were just doing just too much. You do too much. People just do too much. You don't know who it is you're talking to on the internet. So people I see face to face, I'm on it. And here it is. 39 weeks ago, long live MO3 is look. So on 12/20 at 2:15, I say, yo, bro, I think you know who I am. I noticed the profile on your name stating you were from Philly. I've ran content to protect you and your mom from disrespect. Don't know what message you're trying to send, or if a, if this is a spoof account. Need to speak ASAP. And whoever said, they said, what you mean? 4 days later. And then I just said, nothing at all. Seems like some people want people to bump heads. This was last year. Flawless jailbird. Now, my account is I had to let you in. 'Cause So this is, look at the time frame that this person, and I'm saying understood, I want justice for the children. This is flawless jailbird. So I just sit back in a cut and I wait for people to show themselves. But as we get through going down here, as around Christmas time coming and all that, on 12/5 they said let's take them down. All right, I'm live.
Ooh, I hope they go left some game. He got a gun out? You seen him, bro? Fuck, y'all tell me fuck. Go around. So they go right here. Was ready for to go left or right? Ooh, I hope they go left some game. He got a gun out? You seen him, bro? Fuck, y'all tell me fuck. Go around. Ooh, I hope they go left some game. He got a gun out? So they go right here. Was ready for to go left or right? Ooh, I hope they go left some game. He got a gun out? You seen him, bro? Fuck, y'all tell me fuck. Go around.
Now, from the giddy up, I'm noticing from MO3 HSM. So I told you it was somebody that kept coming. I don't know if I told you or not, but you can see people was coming. I don't know MO3. You have to ask to come in. My thing is private, so I have to let you in. So if you was saying something about MO3, it's easy that I'm gonna let you in. But that don't mean I'm letting you in. And we homies. Yeah, I'm slapping me upside. Yeah, you my man. We fuck around and all of that. Yeah. Well, what's up? And then it got a 6 right there. So this person right here said they was Eddie Mind Dragon, but it said they took a screenshot, meaning they called me, but look what they did. They telling somebody telling me go to this dude right here. And look him up. See, when I say I'm the we are the receipts and you take something serious, yeah, I'm very careful what I'm saying in my fucking whatever I'm saying to you on here. I don't expect to see that shit in somebody on somebody's live. And that's what I want to show you. You see this Diddy? You see P Diddy right here? Does that look like P Diddy? For real? Do that look like P Diddy? No, that don't look like P Diddy. Not P Diddy, the P Diddy we see with the glasses on, with the eye. Did Rat TV get locked up April 3rd, 2024? Look, these people just got ghosts. So when I realize people names, I just look at the names and I know that y'all come right over here and put y'all little shit down. But I know when you shorten it, whatever you doing, and I notice that you have to get some type of connection to me. trying to show all my followers and put them up there, but game recognize game. I understand what people are trying to say. I want to know, do you believe this story? Do you believe that Ratchet TV touched this woman? And all I gotta do is just say, in South Carolina, I just showed y'all what the text messages were saying. He said he was bringing down his hammer down into South Click, and I said I was bringing something, and I told y'all this story before. I didn't know anything about MO3 in South Carolina. I never heard of MO3. This nigga was talking about King Von, him and whoever, and he messed up and said that him and Sapphire were dating, and when we went down there for him to see another woman, which man, I don't talk about the next man who he fucking, whether it's a nigga or whatever. That ain't my style. But bro, you try to bring my family into your shit. I ain't no fucking wingman on no bullshit, and that's in South Click or none of that. So yeah. I always understood that somebody was waiting for you to get big enough to bring out the story and say whatever it is you love, and they were going to be able to bring you down. So if somebody got the last name of J, I know the date, what we was eat. What look, I know exactly. I can tell you exactly where we had stopped, and the gas. I could tell you how much the gas came up to when you changed the directions in my truck, so you can go to that hotel with that girl instead of going to meet Mr. Petty. This isn't mine. It's being used under Fair Use Act. This came out September 22nd. 20,000 views. Drill Time TV.
About how you wanted to force me to have an abortion. And after I denied that, you wanted to beat my ass till that kid came out.
Damn, Greg, that's what we doing, cuz.
But she was the same calling my kid's father, talking about how.
Do you see this pattern of him only beating on women and children? When have that ever been okay? On April 2nd, 2024, Skeletor assaulted Sapphire, beat her up severely.
They call him Skeletor. But look how official everything looks, but it's at Drill Time TV.
And her friend Lexi notified authorities, and when they arrived, he used Sapphire for a human shield. Since then, Sapphire has filed for an emergency protection order, but Skeletor finessed his lawyer to get the order modified so he can pursue more physical abuse and manipulation tactics. Justice for Sapphire and all the other women and children that fell victim to this monster. Drill Time TV. Roll up dat Ratchet Pack Gang and get on his ass.
Say less, my boy. What's up? What it do? Drill Time TV checking in once again. And Ratchet insecure acid head ass headed to jail. And when he get behind them walls, he gonna be braiding heads and folding drawers. Cause when the gang them get a hold of it, oh, they gonna turn him every which way but loose. You already know he too light to fight too thin to win. They said this goofy talking about if somebody finds some real paperwork on him, he'll pay him $50K. Man, if y'all don't go and get y'all money and quit believing this goofy ass nigga, because a true player ain't gotta put his hands on the female to get his point across.
It's a Diddy's disciple right there. Now I'm literally going over this live with you. Live. When I was in South Carolina on that first time, I was trying to, as I'm always trying to do, is give up game. But I ain't know when I was down in South Carolina, even then my head was on the swivel and I noticed certain things that was out of place. Like a car was down there that was from Pennsylvania and it was at the same hotel that I was staying in. And one of the people I seen come into the hotel, it looked like somebody that was on Ratchet TV before. And they thing was they was trying to holler at me about some marijuana. And I just told the person, and I was just being honest. I said, yo, that looked like so and so. I didn't say it was that person. I said it looked like him. But that wasn't to no authorities or nothing like that. And then you get this indictment on 110 people on an indictment, and it went right up into Asheville, North Carolina, where someone came and convinced me to stay up there, and then I'm staying up there, but that's where I'm eating at too. So I don't know what the fuck was going on down there. I just know that while I was down there, there was a lot of weird ass shit going on down there. And then there was a whole new caper. This nigga say you bring in your toys down there. Toys up here, that means you bring in your hammer. You bring in your hammers like, yeah, like, in case you have to put some work in. And you wasn't about that. Yeah, you wasn't about none of that. But it's a whole bunch of things I remember. Auto says you don't know nothing, Auto. Huh. I think that when I was saying, let me just try to put this in a way that I ain't talking in no code or nothing like that. I tell you, I ain't going to fuck the jail. This old player came on here and said he ain't going to jail, and I seen certain things and kept silent about that on this internet with this woman. I kept certain things silent about this on this internet.
And you ain't gotta trick her into fucking with you, because if you play it how you say it, she gonna enjoy being there for the ride regardless. On everything, if you is who you say you is. But if you got a mother, sister, auntie, or daughter, you gonna feel this one. In the comment section of my last video, it was brought to my attention that this woman that we see in the body cam that said he just abused her the other day, and it's a police report out on the incident. This ain't the same woman.
He's so abusive. He just beat on me the other day.
And that's something I was saying, Joe. If you say that when you say that the women, remember I was saying at the timing of all of these things, it would have been like damn there, like yo, Jokers is like motherfucker Wilt Chamberlain, motherfuckers is coming right in and out there. He was engaged to this person, and then bam. And then I remember there was somebody that didn't want to be known, and their name was Renee. Renee. But that Renee just went down. That Renee corrected me on something, and I call her one of my angels. But she told me to trust her, and I trust her.
There's no police report on it. They've been looking for your house.
She wrote, so you do realize that CCTV and that voice clip that you playing of Sapphire isn't from the same incident, right? That's two different cases. That mug shot from April the 2nd, 2024, when I called 12 on for beating Sapphire. That cop cam ain't from that day. That's somebody else.
So you see how people want to play and try to make sure they put that cop cam out at a certain time. But someone then sent that to me last year in 223. I mean, and 23. And just all they said was MGR, you was right. And then they had MHB and some other channels. This isn't this isn't the worst of it right here. Now, okay, you got the gorilla sign. Just think about emojis. that you're seeing people putting next to their name, they're able to change, almost hide their identity of who it was, because you can't respond to them because of their emojis. And then I noticed there was Glorilla and Gorilla.
I told her I would love to hear more, but I ain't get a comment back from her. So me being the investigative journalist that I am, I clicked on her YouTube page and everything checked out. So April the 2nd, 2024, when this monster was beating on Sapphire, Sapphire would FaceTime her friend Lex. After seeing how banged up she was and in fear for her safety, she would call 911 and send them over there. And when the police arrived, Greg would intimidate her to lie about not abusing her. But the cops on the scene read that book before he wrote it and charged him with that assault immediately. Sapphire even said when the police came to the house, he forced her to go out first and pushed her out the door and used her as a human shield.
Paperbook, that was somebody else that he had at the time, but it was not me. The only body cam footage you all will ever see of Sapphire will be released when once this case like is done with and stuff. That is when the body cam footage will be released.
Don't support the phonies. Support the real. You know what I mean? And tell me if that's some real if that's real to you. You know what I mean? Listen to what they saying. Don't just bob your head to the beat. Peep the game. And listen to what I'm saying. Hold us accountable for it.
Man, what happened to accountability? Let's talk about it. Because I never heard of a man trying to tell a woman to get an abortion and the baby ain't even his. And when she ain't going for that, turn around and try to beat the baby.
Now, all right, so now it's getting political. Right here is getting political. This ain't no political channel. But justice comes through political ways. But I remember saying certain things to that young lady, Sapphire. I don't know if she went and said anything to anybody. I don't know. I don't know nothing. The one thing Sapphire knows is I was never trying to hurt her. And I was truly worried about her. Now, as far as anything else that got discovered, it was unintentional. But when she said she didn't see certain videos, she said she didn't see certain videos, I believed her on that. But someone beyond Sapphire and all of that was still trying to make it into, listen, this black man hurt this Mexican woman, but the black man, stand behind this black man. Some racist shit, some divisive shit. And this channel right here is not a divisive channel. We straight down the middle because, when y'all see my name, you see Jewish in there, and going down your heritage, you actually know where you came from, who you believe you came from, or who you prove you came from. So the Booski, I don't know that German. I don't know what the Booski is.
Baby up out of her. Fuck that little assault. Nigga, that's attempted murder. So based on all the receipts we compiled, he a serial abuser. And they told me women still support me. Strange times we live in. But I'm just trying to give y'all all the information so y'all can have a better understanding of the monster this woman is battling and up against. Because I know how it go. At the end of the day, this the internet, and most of y'all ain't gonna feel this shit until it hit home or y'all loved ones affected. But you can't knock her because she fell.
Right. Most of y'all ain't going full of I know it until it hit home. Yeah, like you feel it. So I've been felt that. So that's why I went so hard against him, and I was going harsh against that nigga. You gotta know some shit.
Fell in love with the same shit y'all fall in love with, the online persona. Only difference between you and her is she got the experiencing firsthand up close and personal. Stick with me to the end, you go see the paperwork, the protection order that he broke, and I'm gonna play the voicemail that he left before he came and kidnapped her. Sapphire stated if Lexi wouldn't have called 911 on April the 2nd, she'd probably be unalive.
He thought I was never gonna leave him. That was the thing. He felt like
Again, did this look like P. Diddy? It looked like him. Yeah, this looked like P. Diddy. Now go put a picture of P. Diddy for real and then put it right beside. Come right here. This P. Diddy. And the P. Diddy, I see it. I seen the videos. Put that beside. Now, and then look at who's reporting from the very beginning when I was playing certain recordings. And a lady was on there, saying, "Don't get yourself caught up in the RICO." Yo, when she put this joint up right here, she put it up she put this picture up of P. Diddy. And I peeped game and I'm like, yo, the channel was supposed to be about this, but now you just giving up the game on everybody. So I started paying attention to the names when somebody came over and said, now start paying attention to the names, which I've been doing.
I got her here. He isolated me from my family. I would get beat up because I used to talk to my kids on FaceTime. He broke my phone twice. He beat me up on my oldest daughter's birthday. And then he didn't want to give me the money I used whenever I bailed him out. He didn't want to give me back my money.
How many times did you have to bail him out?
I only bailed him out once.
And what was that for?
The shit that happened on April 2nd. The family violence causing bodily injury, family violence.
To a family member?
To me.
So he did it to you and you bonded him out?
Yes.
And Gregory, your time almost up, gang. Look here, listen, man. Look here, man. Now, before y'all get to passing judgment, just know that 1 in 3 women in the United States experience that hard R, physical violence and or stalking in their lifetime. In the consensus of 12 million women. So yeah, man, he battered her and she bonded him out. But that don't take away from the fact that it happened and every predator ain't registered. Now remind you, this case still going down in real time. He'll be back in court the 9th of next month. So this ain't no old news. We ain't spreading propaganda. We spreading awareness. Because believe it or not, he's still stalking her as we speak and pulling tactics trying to intimidate the witness behind the scenes.
Who paid the money for the bond?
I did. They took my ID and I had money in my card.
How much was the bond?
500 and some, but like with the fees, it was like over 600.
Okay, is that off a $5,000 bond or just a $500?
It was the 5,000.
Okay, all right. So that means it's a 3rd-degree felony that they're looking at right now.
Yes, John Wick. It does say state versus Gray.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Here's why she addresses John Wick. And I'm noticing these. Remember, I'm telling you to pay attention to the chat. The chat is a trap. Shout out to Mary. Here I am, the angel of all time.
The state picked up the charges.
Realist, that was you talking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you saw that they picked the charges up?
Yeah, it's even on the what's it called? The EPO.
Someone says he's in Vegas. Is he in Vegas right now?
Yes, he's in Las Vegas. He actually went there as a intimidation tactic because the witness on the paperwork lives there. And he made a little statement online like, yeah, he gonna be in Vegas and he's
I
in
heard
Vegas.
I heard him say he was going to be in Vegas. That was
Yes.
just last week he said that, right?
Yes, and the witness on the paperwork, that's where she lives.
And did he get permission to travel from the bondsman?
They had only told me that as long as he kept reporting that and that he was just there to like visit and not physically stay, that he was able to. And I was just like, okay, like where the does that leave me at? This is the protective order.
You can put that up.
I think that's as far as I can go. But here it says the state of Texas versus Gregory Lendabowski. And then it says, and it's actually a magistrate's emergency protective order. And it says, on this day, the above named defendant appeared before me as a magistrate of the Denton County, Texas, after the arrest of the offense involving family violence of the offense under section 20A.02, and it gives me all these other sections. It says of the Texas Penal Code. Have you found probable cause to believe that the offense occurred, and based on the facts alleged therein, the undersigned magistrate finds that a need for safety of the alleged victim and the community justified the following order as a reasonable condition of bond upon release from custody. It says that the defendant shall immediately be prohibited from assaulting or committing any act of family violence on the following persons, which is me. It says that communicating a threat or communicating in a threatening or harassing manner should either directly or indirectly through some other person with the protected person, a family member of the person's family, or a member of the person's household. He was not allowed to go 500 feet within our address.
And so I received this little, what she's saying, listen. So I received this thing on Instagram, and it was talking about um, a man fighting in court about, oh no, it was a woman fighting in court saying that she contacted somebody and they had one of these protective orders right here. And let me say for the record, like the protective orders without any enforcement, it doesn't protect the woman. It don't even protect the man. And it's women and men. They will either get you knocked off, they'll do it themselves. The part she's not showing, and when you look at a protective order, they talk about through third parties. Third parties. And they tell you every which way you're not supposed to contact people through. And from what I've known on this case, this person was contacting, and a lot of people was helping him. Yeah, Ratchet Gang. Yeah, you was helping all of them channels, all of them. when y'all was trying to take and make it a thing against Sapphire herself, which even myself joined in when I thought Sapphire was trying to play with me and put some stuff out about me, but it didn't matter what Sapphire, it didn't matter what she said, what she did. What this nigga did was wrong. So I would never agree with the wrong, but I can agree with, I can disagree with Sapphire and how she went about it. But I know that is one thing that me and Sapphire talked about, and I never disclosed this shit here on the internet. But her being whoever Sapphire is, she helped him build that shit, and she had to go against me. Literally, she had to go against me. So, and I wasn't trying to do anything to help her. So I just went for this nigga. But when she expressed that something I did was wrong, I had to show in the same form. Yeah, I was wrong about that, and I did that, and I kept repeating it. And I say that to say this: we got these niggas over here, and they reporting bullshit. They not going to go back from it. And I kept wondering, like, yo, how the fuck these people ain't like backing up? Because at sometimes when you in some shit, you know what I mean, you're going to back up and say, all right, I ain't in that shit right there. That ain't me. So bitch niggas, yeah, when you trying, if you back up away from some shit like that and they think that you're going to tell or you're going to expose them or whatever, yo, they try to get at you first and then put you as if you a killer, trying to make it like I was gonna kill this little skinny nigga. And guess what? In certain situations, yeah, I was gonna do that. But I said that down in South Carolina, if I knew I was gonna go through all of this shit, yeah, I'd have left you right in that motherfucking lake down there, wherever the fuck you had us at. Because bro, you put me in a predicament to almost hurt a young woman that fucked you up, and that's what you went to, beating up young women. You made a comment about my niece, and my niece was young. She was young. I let that slide, but I got her the fuck out of Dodge. I put her on a plane. Yo, yeah, you go, hoo ha ha. But every woman that came after that, the only thing that I've always tried to protect is my family, and you putting my fucking family out there because nigga, I just seen how you roll. So nobody seemed to be putting at the time. Nobody was putting you out there. And then you talking to Skull and it, all this shit. All of y'all motherfuckers hooked up together, but everybody got ulterior motives. And at sometimes, you know, some people come together and they understand this and they understand that. They're trying to achieve this, so they use you and you make it seem like you this bull. You not that bull to come up off of. I'm gonna say this. There was a woman. Hold up, what is it? Big L dog. Salute, we are the receipt and chat. Shout out to Big L dog for coming to the chat, whoever you are. I don't know you. I don't know nothing. But I never saw this paperwork. I never tried to get it. But people know I've been on this nigga top. Yo, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it was almost a taste because this is in 2024. So I'm noticing when Sapphire contacted me on behalf of this nigga, what she was saying, what I disclosed to her, and I'm gonna leave it at that because what I disclosed to her, that was something that maybe she was forced to tell a certain person because under the force of coercion, whether it be by coercion that I got something on you or coercion that, yo, I'll fuck you up or whatever, the information that was given and then put back out onto the internet about me, I was, I was on something else. But the shit that I captured and that I heard even as people can come up under different names and you don't know who they is, and then you meet them and they tell you certain stories and you promise not to tell that story. So some people you trust, some people you can't trust. You trust people based on what they show you, and then some people you put under a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, not because you don't trust them, it's because just what you've been through. But you know what came out from a non-disclosure agreement. You know who said what. And people think that non-disclosure agreements are unenforceable. But the only people that believe that is type in the word NIGGA and then see what it comes up as if you didn't push the check mark to put that into your vocabulary. It's going to come up Negro. Some people don't like to use the word nigga, but I came up from the time that, yo, nigga. Sorry. And that's why I got that up there. Nigga, who sent you? I already know about people of the lighter skin, but I got friends that are of skin that their pigmentation, they don't look like, you know, mine, but they help me out. So I'm not a racist. I might have stereotypes, but I'm not racist because look at everything that Obama, let me say, Obama and Michelle Obama encompassed within themselves. In themselves. Then look at what MO3 by himself. By himself, look at everything that he encompassed and what he was willing to be. when he was willing to change. Look at Martin Luther King, what they encompass, or what they said he encompassed, and all of those encompass imperfection. And that imperfection always was put right out here so everybody could see it and bring it down and destroy your credibility. Now here on the We Are the Receipts, I've rumbled you. I rumbled everybody that was coming and everything. I was rumbling everybody. I ain't give a fuck if you was the government, whoever. I spoke my mind until you know that it is what it is. How people that are like-minded as I am, that care for kids. No, I don't care if they got down on their knees and and pray to whatever God, whatever it is. They care about kids and they care about, you know, generational wealth. But the most important part is caring about kids. So that's the first thing that's going to put me. And then the loyalty of this channel has always been about justice for somebody who we thought was that needed justice. And then it was shaped into something else and all types of things came up. And then now y'all put me in there and you're going to get me all involved in all of that when everything that I've covered on here has been about justice. I don't give a fuck about. I was telling you about somebody calling themselves the Lord of somebody, and I was exposing the DEVIL. So what? And I could be the DEVIL my goddamn self. But I always kept telling everybody, I'm human. I'm not no lizard. I'm kind of none of that. I'm not for hurting a woman or anything. I mean, I have daughters. And if a motherfucker, let me tell you something. The stories we've heard about what's happening to women out here, it doesn't matter if they black or don't matter if they white. The stories that you hear of what's happening to these people, I wouldn't give two fuck. I wouldn't give two fucks. Daughters are daughters, whether you got black daughters, you got white daughters, or whatever. These kids be in the same hospitals, getting the same treatment from the same nurses, same doctors. And I could say, this doctor was this and that doctor was that, but I know it was somebody else that. But your mind gets flooded with looking at the hue of skin that you got and not realizing that you just keep on mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing, and then people come up light skin. I got a half 50%, 50% sister. She's 50% of my mother, who identifies as black, and 50% of her father, who I don't even know who the fuck that nigga is, who that white man was that raped my mom and my mom kept the baby, and I remember my sister, like, we never got to see her born. Me and my other sisters, we never was able to see her born, but we didn't care that her skin looked different than ours. That was our sister. But they had put her in the system, shipped her here, shipped her there. She was all in that. But that's my sister. And what am I saying? Over the years, yeah, I dealt with almost every race of woman. But my point is, from my own beliefs, yo, you can go back to Frederick Douglass, and most of y'all look up to him, but he was married to a white woman. Our first black president that everybody worships. His mom was supposed to be a white woman, and his dad was supposed to be African. So this is the no judgment channel on what your color is. This is the no judgment channel on what your crime is. When I say justice for MO3, I don't judge I'm not judging MO3. I don't know him. And I'm not getting ready to show black and white trying to put him down and all of that. This ain't the drill channel. This ain't one of them channels. I don't sell drills. I don't do drills. I don't know nothing. The only drills that I do or that I did was when I was in the military. We had to drill with the rifle. We had to make certain movements. Look at it. You gotta walk. That's the drilling I know. All this other shit I don't know. I just know that the government uses certain tactics, and they use certain agencies for certain things, and when I brought this name up, and then there was certain things that happened because I've been in that situation before through my indictment, and that's the use of, they would call it identity theft. But I noticed the banks where they were on my indictment, and then where the shit was happening at in real time while I'm covering these cases. This shit was happening in real time, and I noticed these banks are failing. I know American Express has their own fucking team of investigators. And I know my motherfucking face is not on Google as far as I know. And I make, fuck that. I said what I had to say about this joke. I can't even get up no more because it was so many women that was taking up for him. Y'all was on the other side. And I remember somebody asking me a question why I was given to men versus given to women. And that made me think, yo, who who sent you? How you know that? When all I'm doing is watching the same shit go on that goes on in our fucking government. Yeah, you push money over here, people tend to, you know, go your way. And then if you put money over there in a certain, or if you push it 50-50 and just see what happens with people, you know, just what naturally happens with people. Almost like God didn't put nothing on one person, on no race, no nothing that they couldn't bear that race. That race couldn't bear it. I know what race I am. I know what sex I am, but you know what? I choose not to share it on online. Like when people send you those things and they be like, "Yo, what sex are you?" Are the same thing with Google. Where and you say prefer not to say. Yeah, that's me. I don't want nobody to know who the fuck I am, what my race is. Don't know how to say my name. None of that shit. That way I can cut down and see who the slime ball motherfuckers is that's that's giving up information. When I'll say the guy finesse 2 times. I pay attention to his name, but I never covered him. But I pay attention to his name. Then I saw a little clip of him, and I kept wondering, who the fuck is this that's following me on Instagram? Who is this? Who is this that's following me on Instagram? Because this nigga right here, I would catch him at any time.
Right. But he went beyond that because he spoke online about it.
Yes.
He spoke on.
I'm really not on my way to your crib. Look, I'm on my way, bro. I see it's not.
Yeah, the day that I bonded him out, he went live. After that live,
I ain't even gonna play all of this. All I know is when someone said start paying attention to the names, it said when I got that, Ko Gotti got out of jail. And so I went and I saw a Facebook post of Ko Gotti and his mother embracing. And I remember pulling up his paperwork. Not because I hated that when people showed his paperwork, they showing him like, he was naughty deep. You know, his hair was all messed up and everything. And I didn't post that shit. I watched all of the channels that did post that shit. And that shit got on my nerves. Almost made me want to chuck. But through patience and through watching that family and being silent, and then starting to say, wait a minute, this family might not have been being silent. They might have just been reinforcing. They was just being reinforcement behind the gentleman that showed them, you know, was showing them certain things. Look on the side of here. Look on the side and just see what, look at what you're seeing. And this John say 88 videos. It's real TV. And real time TV. 88 videos. Yo. Now, if I'm correct, ain't this boy from Chicago with the Kamika Jenkins case? And I told y'all Planet of the Fakes. RuPaul. Oh man. And this is just the community wall of this page. I mean, if y'all see what's happening, yeah, pass that shit down to the little man. But y'all remember this name, Sosa? Lil J. Yo, look at this shit. look, look at all of the anomalies they bringing out on this page, drill time, and this foggy fucking UFO footage that we always fucking receiving. And what really happened, it being black and white, right in front of our face. I don't care what none of these fuck videos saying. The shit be in black and fucking white. Hold up. Give me a second, because what I'm trying to show you is what we seeing on the internet right now is what's being dictated because of certain copyright cases and DJs that are being cast as nothing, Jokers is coming out for they, yo, this shit worth money. That's an asset. And when I was playing MO3's music, and he was talking about the water keep coming out the water and all of that, and then you showed right right after um, he was um, young dog died. I think it was young dog, and he was talking about the water. At first, I'm like rainwater, 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 rainwater. And I'm thinking rainwater, rainwater, rainwater. But then I started looking at the videos, and the video that's coming out now, like where MO3 was gunned down at. And I want to show you something that I find very disturbing. Now, I remember Drill Time TV, right? You know who this is, right? You know who this is. Now watch this. Let's see if y'all paying attention. Let me put it again this way. I remember this guy, the growth sector. And so the growth sector puts out this video. They got 93 subscribers. They got 50 views on this video. Dollars. Why is y'all saving drain water? Drain water. Baddest. And let me say this. This isn't trying to bring anyone down. But if you remember, this man said that he had a grudge against me because we were talking about a Mercedes Benz and whether it was cream color or it was white. If it was white and if it was the same one, involving Justin Johnson.
No, we've been around each other a couple times. And you realized you had been shot once you got in the car? Yeah, once I got in the car. Okay, you still have a scar from when you got shot in the arm, is that right? Yeah, right. Yeah. Now, I can step down and display this to the jury real quick.
TJ, when did I text this show? From the green and white ones to the blue. Tennessee tags. When they're like 3 years ago? You don't buy tags, your ass don't know. That was a minute ago though. You talking about when you got the Memphis tags? No, not my Memphis tags, the original Tennessee tags. You know, at first they was green and white, remember? And then we had to go get the new plate. I know. No, I put TSU plates on them. Okay. Sorry, y'all, about my door. My daddy got my door squeaking like he said that's a
What's this right here though? What kind of car is this right here? What was the point of trying to expose me? What? So y'all can get to this first? Or did y'all always have it? What? Because there's no change. And did y'all see me over here fucking putting up some shit about P. Diddy?
You back in your dad's house for the second time when it was quite Joe.
Like in between the first and the second time, I had like Quit had put me and Justin together basically. Okay. Yeah, I met him. We quit.
Jokes the money man called the shots.
Yeah.
Quit put you and Justin together.
Right.
And you and Justin are cool with each other and interact with each other over the months. You said at least 5 times.
Yeah, something like that.
You're trying to now back after the murder, you're trying to get your money.
Right.
You're having conversations with Justin, is that correct?
Yeah, I would take his phone like, you know what I'm saying? I need their money for their party, you know what I'm saying?
Are there times that you're trying to communicate with Justin and in fact you're communicating with somebody else?
I ain't know it, you know what I'm saying? At the time I ain't know.
Okay. Did you come to find out that Marcus Johnson had Justin's phone after the murder?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
The thing is, it's not only the cars, it's the money. Like, yo, yeah, the boy gonna be traveling down this road or so and so. He in this type car. Get him. It's typical setup. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find. Um, See if they took it offline, because I knew if they took it offline, that meant that the government was involved from the rip, and the government can't have too many of their witnesses just coming up. All of a sudden, they get banged out. I'm trying to show you something real quick. Trying to get to because the closer and closer the trial came up, for young Ball. The closer the trial came up for young Dog, I started hearing these names. Okay, so what I want to show y'all right here. When I was coming out against Ratchet TV and disclosing that they were talking to um, who was talking to her. Let me show you who was talking to me from the beginning of the channel. This was in 2021. Now again, look, this 2 years ago. Who I'm talking to. Now, I don't want to go into all of that because I believe everything that she was saying in here, and she had to get away, and she jumped out of the skillet and went into the fire. But I don't want to leave that trauma either. Now, if you see what we're talking about right here, I'm talking about changing the topic. But she was so dedicated to Ratchet TV, she's like been on Ratchet Game. She wasn't going to change the topic. This was 1/8/2022. And when did the whole thing come up about uh, the young lady? We'll see. I was telling Ratchet back then that the bull straight drop was in Dallas several times. And his name is Justin Johnson. I was telling her. That's Isha. Look at Queen Sag. He's giving me Micah vibes. Creepy. This is 3/15 of 2022 after the person that actually y'all should have had fucking vibes from was Ratchet TV for what he did down there with that girl. So all you women down there and all you niggas talking about I want a stallion and all that. Go look what a fucking stallion is. In fact, let's look up what a stallion is. And this is on your favorite Google search. Uncastrated male horse. A male horse kept for what? Breeding. Also, a male animal such as a dog or a sheep kept primarily as a stud. Did she say he likes to wake up with what is peach? Is the peach for? Is that the ass? He like to wake up with ass in his face. Man, the shit I put together in this joint. Let me just say this. Let me cut all this shit off. Let me cut this shit off right now. So hold on, let me show you something. You see the time that I stopped talking to both Gregory Dubowski and Sapphire at that time. It was like a day apart. And they were trying to keep me off. It was about Travis. Because I was figuring out who was streaming all the shit. From 2/21/22 to 3/15 of 2022. There wasn't no shit. Well, 2/23. Bro, you good, right? I told you I left on March 5th, and I started looking at all of the shit that I had filmed down there. All of it. Cars from Pennsylvania. Yo, we was in the fucking mountains in Asheville. We was in the mountains of Asheville, right? North Carolina. In 2020, what was that? That was, what was it, 2022, right? 2020, what was that, 2022 or 2021? Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. The last time we was live the other day, and I was showing y'all the same shit, but I was showing you it out of place for a reason. Just, I mean, I didn't want to show all the business and put it all out in the street, because some shit is to be stay behind the scenes. But you don't remember the indictment? Let me see. Um, Now I can do just like everybody else was doing and bust this shit wide open, but I just understand. Chibata, money is about money. And this the boy Ebo. So who the fuck did they think they were setting up down in South Carolina? This is all right before we go into South Carolina. Remember Room 220 Productions? That was one then a scope group. I mean, but I got so many NDAs that it's certain stuff that I just can't say on here because I'm not going to break the NDA, and I might go ask for, you know. In fact, I think I'm gonna read over the NDA because the NDA doesn't cover illegal stuff. It has to do with business. It don't have nothing to do with shit that's been saying and people been playing in chats. Now, if I wanted to show around the time all of these people started contacting me around the time that I'm giving Ratchet TV money. But that money was for investment into a podcast, and I didn't want to talk about rappers. I wanted to talk about things like this. And I put out that same, I kept saying same energy. Alright, so I think I don't went on this one. Most of the people I blocked them or they blocked me. See, G Beezy, I have a picture of G Beezy, and I had a family member go missing right down there. Scriven County. And his name was this dude is named G Beezy. Anyway, this isn't only. Let me put you on. I can show you in these things. Who is Jasmine Jasmine? See, you can't get rid of this stuff off of Instagram. I don't delete Instagram joints. You people had to come through and I had to accept you and I looked right at your profile. And if you came in there and you called me a girl, I was on your fucking top. But y'all all came in around July 2022 when that judge started up her case. She started up her channel. Somebody came in and told me that judge, Miss Jackson, started her channel in July 2022. Her, it had to be her and her staff. So I gotta keep going on to show you. It's never a situation where they want us to come together. It was always a situation to divide us. Because this guy right here, look, Carver, Kathy, what's that? 8/3/2022. He sent me a drone and said Ivana Trump was buried at Trump's. At Trump, one of Trump's property. This Jamaica thick, right? This is Jamaica thick. And this is 2 years ago. Remember when I show y'all Jackson, Rayshawn Jackson, the lawyer. Rayshawn Jackson, the lawyer, get booked. And of all things, and the most things that kept me occupied in the show, that was the intention from the very beginning, was to keep me occupied off of the things that matter. And if you see what I picked as the picture, I picked a land and title building, and I told y'all they're trying to take land and title. They're trying to take assets. And I'll die for my mind, and I'll die for mines, my family, and my assets. I ain't no fucking stallion that nobody getting ready to be fucking riding like, like, yeah, like you trying to jump up on me, and I ain't, yo, I respect everybody from the past, what they did. I don't know nothing about the Diddy case. I ain't even trying to hear about it. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all talking about Diddy like y'all know him. And these is y'all bum niggas that's talking about him. And I'm not trying to make excuses for nobody. But when you got video on jokers that's reporting on other jokers, and you can see they are involved in it, and I showed you they was involved in it because I was there. Y'all bring. I showed y'all pictures. Somebody sent me a picture of P Diddy, Aaliyah, and I think it was it P Diddy? No, it was. Someone sent me a picture of Jay and Aaliyah. And I forgot who else was in the picture. I posted up here before, but I just left it at that. And I gave you hints of, yo, I know about this, but that's not my thing. But the one thing that I did give you a hint to, that Rich Homie Quan was listed on the list for the case against YSL. And I don't know nothing about the case. I just heard the witness list. So I want you to look at how they playing in our faces about the Young Dog case. Why they only showing people fucking? This part of people. They, why they only showing this part? Woody, all of them people, they showing the whole face of Woody and everything. He all out chilling and everything. Yo, everybody chilling. We only seeing some fucking socks and shit right here. And I told you the MO3 sector, yo, I was showing everybody, yo, this boy is a Rizzy. He a Rizat, this boy's a Rizat, that boy's a Rizat. I was just showing who the Rizats was. But y'all wait until now, until y'all showing this. Oh, I gotta show this picture. Y'all gotta see this picture. I'm gonna disapprove it. And don't get the fuck off this internet. Look at this picture of this bull right here. Look at him. Now, the one thing I noticed, you see how, look at this bull, Justin Johnson. Look how his hair, that shit be fucking all cut up nice like he getting treated right. And the jizz on. And then the bald hair right here is Cody. This ain't the same ball. Why he got glasses on when the first person we saw, the boy ain't had no glasses on? Did he? Did he have glasses? Now motherfuckers got glasses on. Look at the body shapes. Yo. So now we got Diddy. We got Kevin Lyles. We got all of these people stepping down as CEOs and all of that shit of their companies and everything. We got this case going to trial. You got people who had said, oh, we know that this is going to happen in September. Like they were prophets. And all of the rappers that got killed. And I said, yo, Young Dolph shit, why was he doing it underwater? And then my man rapping about you gonna make it out that water or you not. You gonna swim and die. That's MO3. I mean, hold up. They said they don't want to show due to safety. We know who they are. Is they fucking kidding? You showing their faces right here, but then you showing these. Look, he fat. He fat. Then you showing us these small ass legs. We don't know who the fuck that is testifying. And so they got red shirts on with red shirts on with tan. Who from Tennessee in here? That's how y'all rocking the court? Is with red shirts on and tan pants. If it is, then it is. I can't say nothing else about it. I ain't from there. So I guess in Rico, they don't care if your face shown or not. Yeah, I mean, evidently not. They it's fuck it. With that, I'm gonna end it right here. We'll be back though.